Bibb slips a tackle. He turns on his feet inside the 20, the 10, touchdown Panthers. Junice makes the catch and he's running free. It's a foot race down the sideline. He's in Diesel, take it in for the touchdown.
Friday Night Under the Lights is sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Discover the difference at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, the dealership that works for you. Stop by for a test drive. Highway 182 in Berwick. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. Here to restore the quality of life you deserve. Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. From our curb to yours, GJ Curbside. Lapco Manufacturing. Modern Industrial Workwear. Taco Bell, now with delivery through DoorDash. Visit your local Morgan City or Bayou Vista restaurants. Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. Conrad Shipyard, serving St. Mary Parish and the marine industry for 75 years. Offering competitive wages, benefits, and a safe work environment, Conrad is now hiring. Join the best, Conrad Shipyard. Coastline Wealth Group, more than financial planning, a partner who takes pride in helping you succeed. Coastline Wealth Group, life well planned. Shabios, proud supporter of local high schools in St. Mary Parish and the surrounding areas. We keep you rolling. Ochsner St. Mary, get the care you need close to home. Vida Paint and Supply, specializing in interior and exterior house paint with great customer service. Ortho LA, orthopedic sports medicine, joint and hand specialists. 8 doctors, 6 locations, including Franklin and Thibodaux. Don't let an injury sideline your season. See a specialist. Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335.
The understanding of the account of the helmet offering for the prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. God our Father, you have created us to strive to
Hello,
the
everyone,
best.
and welcome to second week of high school football. Brugger's Abbeville alongside Clarence Robinson on a beautiful night for high school football. Abbeville comes to town out of District 5, 3A. 1-0, big win last week, taking on a hot Central Catholic team that went on the road last week for a big victory.
One thing about it is, Boo, you are so correct about that. Abbeville, last year, this game, 12-18, Central Catholic battled it out. But what it is, Coach Mo stated that he's coming back to Morgan City. He knows it's a big challenge, big Central Catholic football team.
When you look at both lineups, a lot of your starters, juniors and seniors, so a lot of experience on both sides of the field. They just got a lot more of them in a 3A program.
Without a doubt, 14 seniors for Abbeville that's coming back this year. They are pretty much concentrating physically on that offensive side. Defensive kind of shaky a little bit last week against St. Mary's. Over 200-something plus yards rushing and also passing. But Central Catholic, on the other hand, had an outstanding game last week. Central Private.
I know you had a conference call with Coach Moore during the week, and he's a run-dominant ball club.
Yes, sir. And they're not leaving away from that, Boo. He said he's going to continue to run the football. That's their bread and butter, but they're very physical. Look forward to try to keep that Central Catholic high-power offense off the field. They're going to slow that clock down, try to run the football, and see if they can keep that high-powered Central Catholic offense off the field.
3 seniors, 2 juniors on the line for Central Catholic, and they've got a talented runner in Blackburn.
Blackburn is the bread and butter of that. If Mr. Blackburn goes, that Central Catholic offense goes. See if we can make some things happen with number 26. That is Singleton for the Eagles.
Good crowd has turned out tonight for this one. The Eagles will kick it off. The Wildcats will return. Short kick near side. Candy Hop picked up at the 30. Running room to the near side. Turns on the speed. At the 50-yard line goes Nolan, and a 20-yard return and good field position to start off for the Wildcats.
Without a doubt, you know, Coach Fear is a special teams guy. That sky kick trying to keep that Abbeville speed down. So good field position, first of all, for the Abbeville Wildcats.
There you see the Wildcats offense led by Todd Judge, the quarterback. Andrews, the running back. Keep an eye out for him. Good receivers in Gordon, Shelvin, and Walker, and that's the big guys up front with Washington, Levine, Cruz, Detrez, Turner, and Turner.
Look and see exactly what the Wildcats going to come out with. Central Catholic stated that they got to make short tackles tonight.
Sure, the Wildcats would like nothing more than just to start wearing down this Eagle defense.
Yes,
Not a smooth start for the Wildcats. Handoff up the middle. The Eagles are there to clog it up. They'll bring down Green for no gain.
Nothing fancy, just like they stated is. Coach Roger got the second defense for the Central Catholic Eagles. Nightcard, Johnson, Smith, you see them there. Wiggins, most importantly, that secondary needs to be on point. Tate Fontenot and Lepre and Hollins.
Second down and 9, just underway here from Tigers Stadium. When the Eagles invade, we converted to the Eagles' nest.
No doubt.
Play action pass, single coverage near side, looking for Garden on the outside, and it's thrown out of bounds. Step by step in his back pocket goes number 10, and that's Drake Rock.
Drake Rock, good coverage right there. Abbeville quarterback, Judge was able to get some time to throw the ball. Good coverage by the Eagles right there. Bring up a 3rd and long right there for the Abbeville Wildcats.
Little wrinkle right there. You expect a power run game, and you get a little play action pass.
We'll see if that Central defense can get 3 plays and out, get that the high power offense back on the field tonight.
3rd down and 9.
Got to switch that quarterback there, Boo.
Yeah, Shelvin steps in. Another senior. A little confusion on the Wildcat side. They'll take a timeout. And with that, we got an opportunity to go down on the sideline. Aaron ought to go. A little rain this afternoon, but for the most part, this is a good-looking field.
Actually, very little rain came down here. I mean, I'm not sure, you know, this time of year it rains on one side of the street, not the other. But I got no rain at my house, which is a few blocks away from the field. But a lot of rain. The field's in great shape itself. Grass a little bit long, but that could help them. But field itself is in great shape. It's plenty dry enough to play on, but it's not so dry that the field is hard. So they have the best of both worlds out there. It's as cool as you can ever expect to have on an evening in September, early September in South Louisiana. So it's unusually cool and pleasant down here on the field. Not a lot of wind either.
Cool night is a good night for Central Catholic. Well, they'll be outnumbered tonight, so they need to stay fresh as the Wildcats will try to wear them down. But a good start for the Eagles right here if they can turn the Wildcats away here on 3rd down. End around near side is Walker. Walker stood up on Rock and brought down for a short gain, and that'll bring up 4th down for Abbeville.
Once again, Abbeville coming out that timeout, trying to do something a little bit different, going away from the character that they have, trying to run the end around this way to the near side, and basically good job by Rock. Good tackle by Rock. Short tackle at that cornerback position. One-on-one tackle. Good job.
Tate Fontenot steps back to return for the Eagles. He'll stand at his own 10-yard line. Williams will punt it away for Abbeville. And a start that couldn't have been better for the Eagles. Good snap. End over end. Eagles will just walk away, let it bounce inside the 10 and out of bounds at around the 8-yard line. And that's a good flip of field position for the Wildcat special teams.
Hey, without a doubt, got them back. You know, they got the initial drive at the 50-yard line. Central Catholic defense able to get those 3 plays and out, keeping those guys fresh too, Boo.
Here you look at the Eagles offense.
Eagle offense, number 2. You're definitely going to see Caleb O'Con making it happen. Number 4, Demontre Blackburn has to make it happen. And that Central Catholic offensive line, see if they can make some things happen. Get them time to spread that ball.
Eagles will stay in the shotgun predominantly. And most of the night Blackburn will join Ocon in the backfield. Eagles short a player, trying to run him on late is Jack Leeprey.
Still got time. The back judge hadn't raised his hands up yet, so a little kind of confusion out there.
Yeah, hate to burn the timeout right here. 4 seconds left. He'll get the snap off. Back to pass. They'll throw a screen to Blackburn. He'll need to do everything to get out the end zone, and does. Gets back down to the original line of scrimmage.
Wow. That play right there, just actually not focused on what's going on.
Yeah,
Loss of 2 on the play right there. The defense for Abbeville. Big defensive line for the Wildcats, and that secondary, they got a lot of, Coach Rod said he got a lot of credibility for a secondary back there. So see if they can cover these Central Catholic Eagles.
Eagles looking for breathing room, second down. Good hard count. That'll get the Eagles a good 5 yards with an offsides against Abbeville.
Look, discipline right there for the Eagles.
Yeah, that's a perfect play call right
Good,
there, backed
perfect
up
call.
in the own end zone. You got an eager defense and a good hard count, get you every
Good
time.
call. And that shows discipline on the besides of that defense, the offensive line for the Eagles, and a few seniors on that offensive line for the Eagles as well.
That'll make it second down and 8. Case goes in motion. Now he sets. Just underway here in the first quarter. Eagles' first possession of the night. Nothing inside for Blackburn. He's fighting to get loose, and a good gang tackle by the Wildcats. That's what it'll take for him tonight. They bring him down for a loss.
Yeah, the 5-man front up there, and that's what they plan on do, trying to string Blackburn out, because if he get off those tackles, he can make some things happen, but bring up a 3rd down and 10 for the Eagles. See if the Eagles could try to spread that ball out and get some swinging if that defensive line is going to be up there.
Last time these two teams met, you mentioned in the pregame, a low-scoring game.
Yes. Having evidence of it already. Checking at the line of scrimmage right here.
Stop here for Abbeville. They'll get good field position for their second drive. Eagles trying to get a first down. Back to pass, has a wide open receiver, makes the catch, is Leeprey. Leeprey running loose in the secondary, across the 30. Foot race inside the 20 and down to the 15. And the Eagles strike first with a big play.
Awesome call, awesome pass. Check with me at the line of scrimmage. They seen it. The secondary, they called it up here. And basically what happened is Leeprey on a go route by himself. Boo, big first down for the Eagles. There it is. That's the play. Leeprey on a sprint route and nothing but speed, and between one defender from Abbeville, that was number 3, trying to make that tackle, and he did. First down for the Eagles. 80-yard pickup. Tyler Cherry able to make the tackle for the Abbeville Wildcats. Good job by the Eagles.
First down and 10 Eagles inside the core physical therapy and rehabilitation red zone. Offsides again. Appears to be on Abbeville.
They're anticipating to get that ball to number 4. But one thing it is, you're looking for number 4. Eagles able to strike real quick with that big pass and play on the last play.
What allows a pass play that far down the field is protection. And that time, Ocon had all day to find,
no doubt,
find the right guy.
Yes, sir.
First down and 5 inside the 10-yard line.
Offsides again.
They'll go to Blackburn. Blackburn trying to turn on the speed inside the 5. Runs over a tackler, reaches for the end zone. They'll mark him just shy by 1. The other guy signals touchdown. We'll wait for him to talk it out and confirm. And they're sticking with the touchdown.
Second touchdown. Blackburn, they've been anticipating it. What it did was a power to the near side. Offensive shift this way. Ocon able to hand off to Blackburn. Blackburn able to get to the outside, showing a little physicalities and getting it out there. And 3 defenders from Abbeville, touchdown for the Eagles.
O'Connell put it on the tee. Kick is up, and the kick is right down the middle by Revere. 7:10 to go here in the first quarter. A 4-play, 95-yard drive for the Eagles, and they lead 7-0.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, GJCurbside.com, Lapco Manufacturing, Taco Bell, Conrad Shipyard, Coastline Wealth Group, Shabios, Ochsner St. Mary, Vida Paint and Supply, Ortho LA, Allen's Communications.
And welcome back to the Eagles Nest. Boogers Abbeville alongside Clarence Robinson. Down on the field, Aaron Artigo, and the Eagles couldn't have got off to a better start.
With better start, and basically they stayed with the game plan that they called for, and they scored real quick. Another sky kick by the Eagles.
Yeah, it'll bounce at the 15-yard line. Picked up. Here's a lot of red jerseys as Nolan tries to turn on the speed to the inside, and he's down at the 27-yard line. And with that, we have a chance to go down on the sideline there. And we talked about a good start by either team. Central looks like their offense did it.
And it took one play that 80 yards or about 80 yards. It just flipped everything because there was a 3rd and 11 from inside their 5-yard line, and they turned that in the first 10. And then, of course, the touchdown down here close to the goal line, a big play. Good effort by Blackburn to get in. But good start for the Eagles. Coach Grogan could not be happier with his.
Got a 3-and-out by the defense and got a score by the offense. So here comes drive number 2 for the Wildcats. They'll get back to the ground game. Cavalier wraps him up after a short gain of 2.
Good job by Cavalier coming right through that, right off that tackle spot, making a short tackle. Good physical tackle as well by Cavalier. And that's what Coach Grogan said before the game. His defense needs to make short tackles on these guys because eventually that speed and that physicality is eventually could go against the Eagles.
They'll go right back to Nolan, the speedster. Slips a tackle, gets outside, and knocked out of bounds at the 47-yard line. That'll be a first down for the Wildcats. They're on the move in midfield.
Once again, coming back with their bread and butter within itself. Nolan able to take the handoff, nothing up off the tackle, bounce it to the outside. Eagle missed the tackle on the outside. They pick up a big first down for the Eagles. Cavalier able to make the tackle for the Eagles. 17 yards on the carry.
Judge back to Nolan. He's got the hot hand. They'll go right back to him. Slipping tacklers into the secondary, down to the 40. Back-to-back first downs for the Wildcats. They're on the move.
Once again, just a toss out the I formation. That play came off by that fullback making a big block right there. Able to pick up another big first down for the Wildcats once again.
Hydration timeout here at the 6-minute mark. Looks like we are set for a great football game today. The weather's great. Two teams are playing some good football, Clarence, and it's always nice to see how these teams will progress as the season goes. We're just in week 2, but the sneak peek is pretty good.
What's so evident about this is a big game for Central Catholic because this is a power rating game for Central Catholic. They're playing up, this is a 3A team, and whatever it is, Abbeville is concerned about it for redemption from last year. They didn't play too well, but they're on the quest. They said, Coach Roderick said that he's on the quest this year to finish the deal. That's their endeavors.
The difference between the two teams is toe-to-toe, 11 on 11.
Yes.
Eagles can match.
Yeah, without a
When
doubt.
you get past that, you got a little more numbers on the other side of the field, so Eagles need to hold up for 4 quarters.
And what's the good thing about this, like Aaron said it before the game, the weather is so moist, cool this time of year in September.
First down and 10 Wildcats. Judge parks out the signal, I formation, and they'll get some movement from the Eagles on a line adjustment. They'll call it on the Wildcats. Motion on the right side.
Once again, call against the Abbeville Wildcats. And anticipating.
Yeah, you don't want to get behind the sticks. You know, they were doing good, positive yards, getting the first downs, and now you find yourself 1st and 15.
And they're looking forward to trying to continue to be getting some consistency on that that old school toss sweep.
They'll hand off to
Good job.
well, that time Wesley gets his first carry of the night. And he's greeted very rudely by the Eagle defense.
Andrew Cavalier coming from that linebacker position, coming through that, getting that hands free. Nobody's touching him. Big tackle right there by Cavalier. Good job. Cavalier is going side to side, Boo. He's making some good tackles, keeping that central defense in good position.
Yeah, defensive line for the Eagles doing a good job of occupying. And that allows Cavalier a free run at the ball carrier.
And that's a good sign right there.
2nd down and 14, Abbeville. Back to pass, judged. Has a wide open receiver, that's Wesley. And he had a foot out of bounds, tried to turn around to make the catch and stepped out of bounds. That's a break for the Eagles as he was wide open on the sideline.
Right. Every central defender was dropping back in their zones. Wesley was able to sneak out the back out for one of his slot positions, but now they came up with the reception. 3rd down and 14 now for the Wildcats.
Good opportunity here for the Eagles. Get their defense off the field. 5:04 to go here. First quarter action from the Eagles' nest.
Central Catholic playing 2 high safeties in the back. See if they don't get caught biting. 3 receivers to the far side.
Pressure from the outside. They'll throw it to the far side, and this time just thrown out of bounds. Don't know if he felt the pressure on the outside or it just got away from him, but it'll go incomplete, and Abbeville have to punt it away.
You know, you thought that Abbeville with that physical presence got away from the run, tried to throw the ball, didn't come up gracious for him.
Yeah, I think a couple rude greetings by Cavalier. They realized, man, maybe we can't get this running game started.
I don't think that'd be the wisest thing to do. Right now, Judge has been starting to take some big hits like that earlier in the first quarter here.
Williams waits for the snap. Eagles will set up a return. Lazy kick. Bounce at the 20-yard line, take a good Eagle roll. And Abbeville will kill it right there at the 24-yard line. A 21-yard punt, no return. And we'll get our second look at the Eagles. Went 95 yards on their first drive.
Very impressive first drive. Their back was at the 6-yard line at the 1st and 10 mark. And then now Central Catholic was able to capitalize and score on that first possession.
Three receivers to the far side, 1 near side. Ocon barking out the signals. Abbeville rush 5. They'll hand off to Blackburn. And he'll get hit before he can get started. They'll bring him down after a short gain of 1.
The guard and the tackle pulling here to the near side. Thought you was probably going to get some momentum that way, but Blackburn was able to not capitalize on that. Abbeville defense is predicated on looking at for number 4.
Got to hit that hole a little bit
harder
faster.
than that. Yes, sir.
Kind of tiptoeing in there, trying to outrun or run over people. You're not going to do that against Abbeville, but another hard count will draw 5 yards for the Eagles.
You know, when you start seeing that during the week, what's going to happen is they'll look at the film and they're trying to anticipate what they can do to number 4. Which is giving Central Catholic, once again, that momentum now. Central Catholic can do whatever they want to do as far as the passing game, like they want to try to spread this thing out.
Second down and 5 and another flag. And, you know, I listened to the game last week in the radio. They had a lightning delay. It kind of drifted on late into the night. And one thing I did recognize, there was a lot of penalties last week against Central Private where there was earned, not earned, called, or
Right.
whatever, but there was a lot of penalties, so you don't want to get into that penalty play game today.
And you know, that frustrates both coaches because you're trying to anticipate, you should get a rhythm of the game, and once again, both teams are doing the same thing.
If you're just joining us, Eagles took their opening drive. 95 yards. They lead Abbeville 7-0. Back to Blackburn. He gets the handoff, and he's just kind of shuffling his feet and not going anywhere. And then here come the defenders.
Here it is. The Abbeville defenders are shooting the gaps on that offensive line. And Blackburn is not getting that opportunity to get that momentum that he needs to get the first down. But 3rd and 9 right here for the Eagles. Empty. Eagles going empty here, Boo.
3rd down 9. They'll go 4 receivers to the top of your screen. Singleton down at the bottom. Got early movement by Singleton.
Thought they had got the play off, but they called it against the Eagles. Legal procedure. Yes.
I can see a
Singleton.
lineman maybe jumping, getting off early. They're not really looking at the football, but as a receiver,
Well, if a receiver do that, Boo, they may have the ball throw to him. So
Right.
he's getting kind of excited.
I
So
got you.
Singleton, I think, was a little excited.
He was excited. Defensive back giving him a little cushion. They'll stay in the same formation. 3:10 to go here, first quarter. Ocon trying to get his offense set. 4 receivers top of your screen.
Oh, my.
And early movement again from a pulling guard,
Oh, my.
and that's Viscardi.
Once again, just got to settle these guys down. Yeah. You know the count, center.
And just like that, it's 3rd down and 19.
You know, and basically in week 2, some things like this need to be corrected very quickly after this first quarter.
Throw a little short one to Singleton. They'll let him do it with his feet. 3 Wildcats later, they'll bring him down for a short gain and bring up 4th down, and we'll get a look at the Eagles punt team for the first time tonight.
Eagles just trying to do a little slip screen. You know, when you get excited about it, you know what's going to happen. So Vernon Singer trying to get a little slip screen, but the Eagles not able to come up and capitalize. Punt situation once again for the Eagles.
Andrews stands at his own 45-yard line. Somebody called a timeout. We'll get the, looks like maybe Abbeville. But for first quarter game in week 2, Eagles offense looks like it's having some trouble getting their offense set. Abbeville's having a little bit of trouble of holding their water on hard counts. So both teams are showing some early season jitters.
And you know what happens with that, Boo, is when you look at the film, there's some things that you predicated that you can make happen in the football game, and you get excited when you see the formations come. So just got to settle down. If you see the formation, it's going to come that way. Just like previous with Vern, he knew that exactly the ball was coming to him. He got excited, man. You know?
So Abbeville will come away with good field position for the 3rd time tonight.
Yeah.
Hadn't done anything with it yet.
Not able to capitalize. Got to the 50-yard line and started shooting themselves in the foot.
Jack Lepre will punt it away for the Eagles. Central Catholic officially called that timeout, not Abbeville. And here we go. Low snap picked up by Lepre. He'll get a foot into it. Off the side of his foot, takes a good eagle roll, crosses the 40, and now to the 45-yard line. That's a 27-yard punt, no return, and here comes Abbeville starting off on the Eagles side of the field.
And once again, we've seen that previous play series, Abbeville was running the ball pretty well. Then they went to the passing game, which we seen didn't make it happen. Last week, Boo, Abbeville passed for maybe about 40, 50 yards. That's not their forte. They like running the football.
Came out thinking we were going to see a heavy dose of Andrews. We're actually seeing a heavy dose of Nolan.
Right.
A little more speed. Now they set Nolan in the slot. They'll bring Andrews back. He dots the I. Big fullback will lead the way. Hand off to Andrews. Andrews, this time 4 yards in the cloud of dust.
Right off tackle. And that's basically, that's Abbeville's MO. And once again, Coach Rodriguez is going to go back to the basic and say, we can't throw the football on Central Catholic. We're just going to try to physically beat them.
Yeah, you get 4 yards from an I formation, you're feeling good about it.
Good about it. Something like way back in the day, I don't want to talk about it so far, but that formation kind of scares me.
You don't see it much.
Not much at all. But it's getting the job done for the Abbeville Wildcats.
They'll split 2 backs alongside Shelvin slips a tackle, dives forward, crosses a 30. That'll be a first down for Abbeville.
That's that little wrinkle that Selvin is. Typically he lined up sometime at tailback, sometime he lined at tight end. There he was. Just with 2 back set, pick up a big first down for the Wildcats. There he is coming off tackle, getting to the outside, pick up the first down.
Yeah, you want to talk about depth. That's what depth does you. You can play a lot of players.
Exactly. And once again, that Central defense is staying back on the field a little bit more. 6 different runners for Abbeville has carried the ball tonight.
First down and 10. Option near side. Well defended that time for the Eagles as Blackburn wraps up Judge and brings him down.
Judge able to ride right into the fullback Green, able to keep it on the quarterback keeper. This way, as you start to see a lot of different players coming in and out of the game for Abbeville. That's the difference that's going to be in this game somewhat.
Inside 30 seconds of the first quarter. Eagles up 7-0. Abbeville on the move. Trying to take advantage of some good field position. Shelvin back in at quarterback. He'll bark the signals. 3 back set for the Wildcats. Looked like it was some kind of read. Shelvin wanted it back. Fullback said, no way, I'm going to take an opportunity to make a carry. He'll get a short gain, bring up 3rd down.
Green said, look, I want to keep the ball. If I gain 1 yard of the cloud of dust, that's what I'm going to get. So that will end the first quarter. That'll
do it here in the first quarter from the Eagles' nest. A capacity crowd has come out to see the Eagles take on the Wildcats of Abbeville. 7-0 our score. We'll be back with the A.J. Dolman Automotive Family High School Game of the Week.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, GJCurbside.com, Lapco Manufacturing, Taco Bell, Conrad Shipyard, Coastline Wealth Group, Shabios, Ochsner St. Mary, Vida Paint and Supply, Ortho LA, Allen's Communications,
and welcome back to the Eagles' Nest. Boogers there alongside Clarence Robinson. Aaron ought to go down on the sideline. Aaron, not a bad start for the Eagles and a good football game in the first quarter.
Absolutely, Boo. We've had a very good football game. The Eagles' defense has stood up to the test their first 2 possessions, but now the big test comes as the Wildcats take the ball inside the red zone, or very close to it anyway.
On their way, for sure. But a key 3rd down coming up for Abbeville. Definitely, I would think, 4-down territory.
Oh, no doubt.
Judge hands it off to the big fella. That's Green, and Green rumbles and stumbles for the first down.
Green and holding on to the ball field well, coming right off guard, taking the handoff, finding that little gap. Blackburn not able to make the full tackle right at the line of scrimmage and going forward. 8-yard pickup for the Wildcats.
Green built like a tank. They figured the first guy's not going to get him. He'll run through the second one, carry the third, and that's what he did.
That's what they have to do. You have to short tackle these guys at the line of scrimmage.
First down and 10. There's Green again. Green hit hard, but I think he won the battle of that trade-off with Lepre.
Without a doubt. And once again, Green is going to be the man that ground and pound that they talked about, that they have to make tackles on, because when you get late in the game, this could get really physical.
Wildcats' first trip inside the core physical therapy red zone. A 7-play drive thus far. Coach Moy, he's been known, if something's working, keep going to
right
it.
on it.
Green is working right now, so we'll see if they keep giving it to him. Quick swing pass to the outside, looking for Shelvin. Shelvin makes the first tackler miss. Dives for the end zone, touchdown for the Wildcats.
Nothing fancy, just a swing pass, quick pass to Selvin. Selvin did a little quarterback. Now he went to receiver, able to capitalize and hit the touchdown for the Wildcats.
Got it to him in open field, just got to make the first guy miss.
Yeah, just quick pass. One-on-one coverage right there on the outside. Eagles not able to come up with the tackle. 7 plays, 45 yards for the Wildcats, but on that ground game, boo.
Punchberry in to kick it for the Wildcats, trying to tie it up. Shelvin puts it on the tee. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. 10:32 to go here in the second quarter. Abbeville scores, missed the extra point. Eagles still up 7-6. As always, each and every week, only one player comes away with the core physical therapy and rehabilitation player of the game.
I tell you what, we got some guys going at it right now, both offensively. Central Catholic able to capitalize on their possession to score through the passing route. Abbeville went back to the basic what they did, run and play, but they eventually threw a little short pass touchdown for the Wildcats.
Last week, Crew Bella for Berwick played an outstanding first half of football. Didn't really come back for the second half, but he had already solidified himself as a core physical therapy player of the game.
Tell you what, looking for a very much exciting second quarter here. Everything's starting to settle down now, boo. That first quarter, a little jittery, both teams, a lot of penalties. But now Abbeville back to the basic way they have to do. See if Central Catholic can make some things happen with this next possession.
Abbeville finally took advantage of field position.
Yeah,
very
much.
Every drive started around midfield or better, and they finally cashed one in. Lepre fields it at the 20-yard line. Nice job by the Wildcat special teams to bring him down at the 30. And as good as the field position has been for the Wildcats, the Eagles, this is their best starting field position of the night.
Oh, no doubt. And the main thing is they said on that last possession, Central Catholic had a lot of penalties that really set them back. See if they can settle themselves back down. Ocon able to get the ball to his receivers.
Gregory Grzaffi, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, tuning in on our YouTube page, enjoying his old alma mater. Talking about the great line play that's going on and the speed that Central Catholic got on the outside.
Yes, sir.
Blackburn dots the eye. Ocon calls for the football. Well, play action. Receiver, that's Hollins. He's got it. One tackle away from taking it to pay dirt. They'll take him down at the 30, but a big play for the Eagles.
Once again, that goes to keying on Blackburn right there. Taylor on way to get the slat in. And number 6 right there for the Eagles. You was able to speak about him, Tyler Holland, during the pregame. You was talking about Hollins and Singleton. Have a little relationship to each other, right, Boo?
Absolutely.
But that's this Venture Central Catholic offense right there.
Yeah, tight window right there. Ocon puts it right on the spot. And he was fingertip away from taking it to the end zone. First down and 10 Eagles. Hollins motion near side. Fake it to him. They'll go to Blackburn. Flag on the play in the area of holding. Good gain by Blackburn, but it may be for naught.
With no doubt. I like what Central Catholic is doing. Central Catholic is making some options where it is, and Abbeville is making an adjustment. Central Catholic able to come back. Should have been a big pickup for the Eagles, but it will be walked off against the Eagles.
See if we can pick up the hole on the outside.
Right there at the tight end.
To be a neutral play-by-play man, I've seen a lot more holding than that already in this game.
Oh, there's been a lot. But the stripe guys are seeing it, calling it like they see it close up.
1st and 20 for the Eagles. They'll stay on the ground to Blackburn. Blackburn, a little bit of daylight, crosses the 35 down to the 33. His biggest run of the night.
Once again, look like you say when Blackburn has that momentum. Good offensive line blocking up there to give him an opportunity to get some positive yards.
Yeah, we talk about Abbeville wearing down the Eagles. Blackburn can wear down this defense.
Oh, yes, sir.
As the game goes on, they get tired of hitting a big guy like that.
And that's what they're anticipating. They got 5, sometimes dropping 5 linemen on the front line, but 3 down linemen right now.
2nd down and 12.
Eagles usually be pretty successful when they go into check situation.
Swing pass to the outside to Kemp. Kemp went forward, got positive yards, and then driven back.
Once again, when the Eagles look like they're checking out, Boo, used to be pretty positive about that. Ocon's able to stow it to the near side. Got a little blocking out here. Singleton, one of the blockers out here, but then you have 3 to 4 defenders come up here and make the tackle.
Singleton looked like he was about to put on some big blocks, and he ended up with no block.
Yeah, three on one.
Left Kemp out there all by himself.
By himself.
3rd down and 10 for the Eagles.
Check situation once again for the Eagles.
Anything positive here, the Eagles probably keep their offense on the field.
Good call.
A shuffle pass to Blackburn. Good play call, but sniffed out by the Wildcat defense.
That good actual linebacker play. Linebacker was able to stay at home. Good pulling, Brown pulling right there. Blackburn trying to get behind him. And the linebacker and defensive end were able to come up and make a good tackle. Holster for Abbeville Wildcats on the tackle.
Eagles will go for it, 4th down and 8. See what type of passing game we got when the defense expects it. They'll need to run some good routes, protect the quarterback. Back in the pocket, Ocon throws it across the middle. Has Singleton, makes the sure-handed catch at the 15-yard line, and a 1st down for the Eagles.
Big play. And once again, that goes with checking at the line of scrimmage. Ocon calling it. Singleton just running a slant route. And they're able to come up with a big 1st down for the Eagles.
You know as well as I do, in high school, you run that zone defense. The defender in high school, he's really covering the zone.
Right.
Not the receiver.
Exactly. And once again, you had 3 defensive backs in the backfield. The free safety was almost at the 5-yard line. Where he's standing at now, Singleton able to get in that sweet spot. 1st down, Eagles.
Eagles are inside the core physical therapy red zone. A place they have been familiar with here in the 1st half. Boy, good job getting low.
Good job.
Chopping down the big fella. That's Broderick Fletcher.
Fletcher coming from that free safety spot. The little guy, he's about 5'5", Boo.
Yeah, he had no choice but to go below the knee.
Go low, buddy. Good tackle right there. One-on-one tackle with Blackburn. See them hands on the guys from Abbeville, hips on that defensive line, getting kind of winded there.
That's what some 1st downs do for you.
They
Official call a hydration timeout. Wildcat defense say, thank goodness. We'll take a break. While they take a break, it's 5:59 to go here before half. Eagles lead 7-6, and they're on the move.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, GJCurbside.com, Lapco Manufacturing, Taco Bell, Conrad Shipyard, Coastline Wealth Group, Shabios, Ochsner St. Mary, Vida Paint and Supply, Ortho LA, Allen's Communications,
And welcome back to the Eagles Nest. Boogers F alongside Clarence Robinson. As always, our head statistician here at KWBJ, Bill McCarty. Eagles got a perfect opportunity to extend the lead here before half.
Right, and most importantly, not shoot themselves in the foot once they get here. A little discipline. Good adjustment calls that the offensive coordinator has been calling for the Eagles. See if they can make some things happen here.
Hollins will switch sides of the field. Blackburn getting it started for the Eagles in the backfield. They'll fake it to him. Ocon Keatson himself, nothing in the flats. He got room to run. Crosses the 10, pushed out of bounds at the 8, and he'll get a flag thrown against the Wildcats for that push.
And once again, he was out of bounds. Selvin, number 8, just needs to pull off, but able to get a big flag right there. Here it is.
Tough on a defender. You got a quarterback trying to squeeze out 1 or 2 more yards, and you're closing out on him.
Yeah, he didn't. He's not looking at the sideline. He's looking at it at the quarterback. So first and goal for the Eagles.
Yeah, that'll move it all the way to the 4-yard line. So the Eagles got 4 shots here inside the 5.
Inside the 4.
Eagles have to capitalize on here because if Abbeville get the ball back, you know they're going to be methodical with trying to run the ball.
Eagles will go Wildcat formation. They'll go direct snap to Blackburn. He'll take the snap, avoids the tackler, goes off tackle. Referee coming in. We're waiting for a signal. He's very close. They'll mark him just shy of the end zone.
Brandon Taylor was able to come in and disrupt everything on the backside.
See if the Eagles come back with a very similar play. Back in the 80s, if you're 1 inch from the goal line, you'd be under center.
That's right.
These days, you're 5 yards back.
Yeah. Which giving the defenders much more time to see exactly what's going on. So
Blackburn will take the snap again, this time head the other way. He needs to put his head down. He runs straight up. They stick him, but he gets in for the score and another touchdown for the Eagles.
Oh, my. I was kind of skeptical that he'd make it in there because he was standing up right at the goal line, but he was able to capitalize. Touchdown for the Eagles once again.
Eagle fight song blares through the PA system once again.
And here it is, an ever point after attempt for the Eagles. Coach Farrell talked about this Purdue in the pregame, making sure that his special teams is make every point count.
Revere will put a foot into it for the Eagles on the PAT. Good snap and hold. This kick is blocked. So after a 9-play, 70-yard drive with Blackburn doing the honors to the 1-yard line, the PAT no good. 5:06 on the clock. Eagles extend their lead 13-6. Clarence, next week, we're going to head somewhere else, and that's back to Berwick.
Back to Berwick.
Franklin Hornets come to town. Berwick, look, a lot of speed on the outside. Looked impressive in week 1.
Very impressive.
ATVCI.net scoreboard. Berwick putting it all over Kaplan as we speak. 22-0.
And I tell you what, we've seen some dynamic speed from the Berwick Panthers, and I'm looking forward to going back next week and see another exciting game, Berwick and Franklin.
It's 3 in a row at home for the Panthers. I'd like to hire that schedule maker.
That's awesome. Wow.
Yeah.
You better take advantage of that with everything you got.
7 out of 10 at home for the Panthers. First 5 at the house. Rivera will kick it away. Nolan takes it at the 15-yard line. Heads back upfield, 25-30. Has daylight. Bust through the middle at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. Only one man can get him. Inside the 10, the 5. Touchdown.
My 85-yard touchdown. And once again, outkicked the coverage, Boo, and Nolan able to take it. And the defenders from Central Capital was able to just settle back. One guy missed him at the initial line of scrimmage, and then it was just a foot race after that. Nolan, quick 6 for the Wildcats.
The Eagles kicked it away from him. He just went and got it. Get him in open field. He's tough to handle.
Wildcats going for just 1. Trying to tie this game up.
Good snap and hold. And this kick is also no good for the Wildcats. So the Wildcats take the kickoff from the Eagles to the house. Now they trail just by 1.
And once again, just a conversation. I appreciate the time to talk to the guys.
Let's take a break, folks. We'll be back with more with the A.J. Dolman Automotive Family High School Game of the Week.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, GJCurbside.com, Lapco Manufacturing, Taco Bell, Conrad Shipyard, Coastline Wealth Group, Shabios, Ochsner St. Mary, Vita Paint and Supply, Ortho LA, Allen's Communications,
Green puts a foot into it. Blackburn takes it as 20-yard line. Trying to return the favor. All the way out to the 40-yard line. That's where the Eagles will set up shop with 4:32 to go on the clock here before half.
Thought we was going to have another little track meeting going on here, Boo. But good positive yards for the Eagles. See if they can capitalize once again. They were able to score on that last possession, and we're going backwards and forward. See if this Abbeville defense, last possession, they was kind of holding their stuff on the side, Boo. So big guys getting tired up there in the front end.
See if the Eagles could get the momentum back. Case sets up at the right tight end spot. Ocon calls for the football. Swing it out back to Kemp. Kemp trying to get past the first tackler.
Good
but again,
coverage.
Singleton whiffed on the block, so they leaving Kemp out there stranded,
And
trying to make a play on his own.
they man out there, number 2. That was Nolan. Just ran the touchdown back at that corner by himself. Good coverage right there. One-on-one coverage.
That's the right play call. You get a good block. You got Kemp outside by himself with one defender.
But when they call that play like that, that outside receiver needs to make that block. Singleton wasn't able to make that block.
Ocon 8 of 8 for 140 yards here in the first half. This time they're going to ground to Blackburn. Blackburn, nothing outside, turns it back north and south, and that was the right thing to do. Bring up a third down and short.
Blackburn just being patient, wait for that block to come about. Typically when you're running out that, you just see that tackle go make that block, and he was able to capitalize, get some positive yards on that play.
Third down and 4 for the Eagles.
Eagles look like they're just staying with the game plan that they came in with. Haven't deviated too much from it.
Hollins in motion to the far side. They'll reset the deck, look to the sideline for a play adjustment. And they'll have to call a timeout. Play clock all the way down to 1 second. Eagles call a timeout.
Tell you what, Boo, with the adjustments that Central Catholic is making, Abbeville is just staying their Bates defense and saying we're going to go for what we got. Not that much adjustments, but they're keeping the back end together.
Those of you watching us on our YouTube channel, it's always nice live. You sit at the house. If you're from out of town, we got a lot of grandma and grandpas watching the game. I know my Uncle Leo enjoys it. He's a legend here at Eagle Land.
Without a doubt.
And can't negotiate these stairs anymore, but it's always nice to pull back on that recliner.
Well, you can watch a 60-inch TV now if you want to do it, see exactly how things are going. And I tell you what, my neighbor was able to come back before the game. He said, man, you know, I really enjoyed the game last week. He was in Jamaica and watching the game. So
Can't beat that.
he said it was very clear and crisp. He enjoyed the actual presentation. So appreciate that. He said to give him a shout out, so if that's okay.
You did. That is legal. You know, Eagles got their hands full tonight. A good team out of District 5, 3A. But a good test for the Eagles, and this will only make them better.
Only make them better.
And giving them all they can handle here tonight, up 1. 3rd down and 4 for the Eagles. Would like to get a first here and extend this drive. Fakes it to Blackburn. O'Connor on the outside. Has a receiver. Thrown late. Nolan had a beat on it.
Again.
Almost intercepted. That'll bring up 4th down. A little late. But could have been trouble.
Ocon looking on the outside, looking for his receiver. Rolling to the far side. And just trying to get his receiver. And Nolan is in the right place at the right time, but just can't get his hands on that ball. Pass was intended for number 6.
Holland was kind of fading away from the ball.
But,
Nolan was making a beat on the ball. That's not a good combination.
You know, when you have a receiver like that, you got to come aggressively back to the ball.
Key 4th down here. Eagles will go for it on their own side of the field. Up 1. Again, throwing a hitch pass. Early contact, but Singleton makes the catch nevertheless. And he'll have enough for a first down.
Good slant, good possession catch. First down for the Eagles.
Definitely had early contact. Give credit to Singleton. Keeping his eye on the football and making a good grab.
And with a catch like that, Boo, he got the ball in his chest where he needed to catch it at, and with his hands near him. So first down for the Eagles. Good catch by Singleton.
2:22 on the clock. That was a key first down for the Eagles. A big gamble at midfield, and it paid off.
That shows confidence in that offense. Good inside shuttle pass here.
Again, they go to Nini.
Good call. Like the call.
Nini's a good hard runner. He's as wide as he is tall. So that defensive backfield don't want to hit him too often.
Not too often. And he's playing that tight end spot pretty much. Inside shuttle pass, which is that defense being aggressive like that. You know, typically, here it is. The defense is coming up. Inside shuttle pass. Nini able to get off tackle. 3rd down and 6.
Eagles will need to go with a little sense of urgency. We're down to 1:30 on the clock. They'll hand off to Blackburn. Blackburn puts it on the ground, gets back on it. So the Eagles had burned a couple early timeouts. Take them a little while to get their formation set and the play going, and just like that, we're down to a minute, and we're at the 42-yard line.
And the clock is still running as well, too. So could have been near for a fumble right there, but Blackburn was able to get back on the ball.
They'll get a stoppage of clock with a first down. The Eagles will need a chunk play right here, as now we're inside 50 seconds and count.
2 safeties over for the Abbeville in the secondary.
Back in the pocket, O'Connor, a little pump fake. Got Singleton
Nice
running
call.
by himself and overthrows him at the 15-yard line.
Perfect call. Slant and go right for Singleton, and Ocon had him, just overthrew him. Good call by the Eagles, not able to capitalize.
That'll stop the clock with 42 seconds. It'll be 4th down for the Eagles.
Wow, that Abbeville defender had bit on it right there. Cherry. Good call by the Eagles.
Eagles had burned them several times on the slant, so you knew it was just a matter of time. So, some of the hardest people to hit is the ones that are
the wide open. You get excited too, though.
Yeah, a rare miss by Ocon. 4th down for the Eagles. They'll have to get to the 37 to keep this drive alive. Looking for Blackburn on the outside, a diving catch. He'll have the first down. That'll stop the clock with 32 seconds left as the Eagles will need to hustle back to the line of scrimmage. Outstanding catch on the outside.
Outstanding catch. Here it is. Ocon rolling to the near side. Blackburn coming, just flaring out the backfield. Was able to stretch out for the ball and go right at the first down markers and slide forward for the big first down for the Eagles, stopping the clock at 32 seconds.
Good thing about high school ball versus the NFL. Guy gets injured, 30 seconds on the clock, they're going to run some time off the clock. So I don't never like to downplay a cramp.
But it's timely,
there you
know.
Go. Let's go down on the sideline, Aaron. Aaron?
Hey, guys, that last pass play happened right in front of me. And when he threw the ball, the ball came out of his hands. I'm looking like it's almost like it's coming straight at me. And I'm going, oh, my God, he's going to overthrow him. But the receiver just made an outstanding one-handed catch, reached out, and I thought sure the ball was going to come loose when he hits the ground, but he didn't. He pulled it in tight, put it in his chest, rolled over on his back. Just an outstanding football play. Great catch by the receiver.
One of the better catches we've seen in years. That'll keep the drive alive. 32.4 on the clock. The Eagles will need a chunk play here. And the clock starts on the referee's whistle, so it's running. I don't think Oquan is aware of it. He'll take the snap.
Got to get rid of it here quick.
Got a receiver across the middle. Gave up on him. Had Leapy running free.
Still got 18 seconds left here. And once you're saying, Boo, he got to get the ball a little quicker than that. Got receivers flaring down the field.
Outstanding time Ocon has in the backfield to throw the football.
And Abbeville is pretty much not in a prevent defense. You know, they still are coming up and trying to cover their guys and waiting for the flare out from the backfield. So,
see if they run a similar route here on second down. Three-man rush. Ocon sets up the screen, looks for Blackburn. This time couldn't bring in a one-handed grab, but a nice job by the Wildcats to stiffen that one out.
Got a flag on the play as well, Boo. So it'd be holding probably on the Eagles.
Not sure about why you would hold on the screen.
Yeah,
I
no
thought
doubt.
that was the whole point. Let your guy through.
Let him come through.
Exactly.
Just let him come through. Don't hold him. Once again, you can see that opportunity where that pass we seen a couple of plays ago, that slat and go that Vern Singleton didn't. See if the Abbeville want to try to, the Eagles try to run that again, get these guys sucked up. But they're going into prevent now.
Second down, which is not as important as just 12 seconds on the clock. Yeah. Eagles had it about 3+ minutes. Back to pass, thrown it outside. Hollins makes the catch, steps out of bounds. The clock stops at 7 seconds. They're plenty far enough for Ocon's arm to reach the end zone.
Go for it.
So you wonder if this play right here, they'll take a shot at the end zone, or if they'll try to get a.
These guys getting some good possessions right now, but you got to get to the outside with just 7 seconds left.
Yeah. They're giving you another 10-yard route if you want to just get 10 yards closer and step out of bounds.
Got to be quick.
They'll take the short pass. Oh, Ocon steps down, puts a knee down. 1.8 seconds. The Eagles have one timeout left. They'll use
take
it
advantage
here.
of it. See what kind of call that can come here. You know that offense for Central can score rather quick. So just can make some adjustments. I think they can have an opportunity right here.
Yeah, Hollins slipping a quick knee down enabled the 1.8 seconds, because if he'd have ran another step, that clock would have ran dry.
One thing we're seeing now with that Central Catholic offense, they are sticking to the game plan that they came with, Boo. The thing about it is now that that Abbeville defense, that defensive line is not getting the rush that they really want, and it's starting to wear them out.
Yeah, the tighter they get, the slower the rush gets.
Yes, no doubt. See if Ocon could get that Central Catholic offensive line. Give him some time to get that play off.
Yeah, you kind of wonder if Abbeville will send an extra man here, try to rush this play, or if they're going to go back and just play some defense. Normally on a play like this, you'd line everybody up at the goal line, and say keep everything in front of
That's
them.
how it was. That's how it was called back then. But still got his little defenders in the back there.
They'll send one extra man on the outside. They'll flush Ocon out. He'll not be able to get the mustard on it.
Oh.
Singleton makes the catch, and a late hit, no flag. And the time will run out here in an entertaining first half of football. Abbeville comes to Morgan City, and they got their hands full with the Central Catholic Eagles as the Eagles will take it a half up 13-12. We'll be back with more high school football and second half action after a word from our sponsor.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Discover the difference at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, the dealership that works for you. Stop by for a test drive. Highway 182 in Berwick. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve. Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. From our curb to yours, GJ Curbside. Lapco Manufacturing, modern industrial workwear. Taco Bell, now with delivery through DoorDash. Visit your local Morgan City or Bayou Vista restaurants. Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. Conrad Shipyard, serving St. Mary Parish and the marine industry for 75 years. Offering competitive wages, benefits, and a safe work environment, Conrad is now hiring. Join the best, Conrad Shipyard. Coastline Wealth Group, more than financial planning, a partner who takes pride in helping you succeed. Coastline Wealth Group, life well planned. Shabios, proud supporter of local high schools in St. Mary Parish and the surrounding areas. We keep you rolling. Ochsner St. Mary, get the care you need close to home. Vita Paint and Supply, specializing in interior and exterior house paint with great customer service. Ortho LA, orthopedic sports medicine, joint and hand specialists. 8 doctors, 6 locations, including Franklin and Thibodaux. Don't let an injury sideline your season. See a specialist. Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335.
Thank you, Eagle Ranch.
And welcome back to the Eagles Nest. Boogers Zephyr alongside Clarence Robinson. An entertaining game as the Eagles and Abbeville go head-to-head. Eagles, a couple big plays here tonight. One running, one throwing. Gave up a kickoff return, onside kick. Defense playing well. Seeing about everything tonight.
And you know what? Every aspect of the game is showing up for the Eagles and for the Abbeville Wildcats. Eagles had that pretty much like an onside kick they didn't capitalize on. Abbeville going away from what they usually do, trying to throw the ball through a big interception. Lee Perry able to come up with a big interception, and Mr. Blackburn able to do his work. First and 10 for the Wildcats.
See if the Wildcats can answer. Two receivers near side. Back to the running game. Andrews. He's running hard through tacklers. Finally brought down at the 35-yard line. That's a little different sense of urgency than we've seen in the first half.
Taven Andrews coming off that, right off a tackle. 25-yard pickup, and once again, credit to that offensive line and number 22 Green at that fullback spot. Abbeville Wildcats, once again, another first down.
Andrews remains in the game. They'll go to the big fullback. Ball's on the ground. They'll call him down. Green on the carry. They'll give him 4.
One thing on that previous, like Green may have nicked his ankle or knee up on that particular play, but here it is coming off right off the guard. Falling forward, the ball was down, and basically got a little twisted knee right there also, Boo. Full back in the game for the Wildcats.
Judge under center. They'll go back to Andrews. Nothing inside. Bounces it outside. Running room into the secondary down to the 20. Another first down for the Wildcats.
Andrews showing a little speed there himself. Getting another opportunity. We've seen Nolan doing the same thing previously, but now Andrews able to take advantage of that, getting on the outside, bouncing it outside, then showing a little speed after that.
Runs it all the way down inside the Core Physical Therapy Red Zone. Core, integral sponsor of high school athletics throughout the parish. We appreciate them being part of this KWBJ broadcast. Andrews again bounces off the first tackler inside the 15. We'll spot him at the 12. Good gain of 8.
We seen last series that Abbeville was moving the ball the same way. Then they came back and threw the ball and had the bigger interceptions. Looks like Coach Moore is trying to stay true to the game, what he's called to do.
Yeah, got to stay in front of the sticks. Had the big loss on a run play, which put him in a different spot. But right now, everything's moving forward. They'll stand in I formation. To the fullback, stood up at the line of scrimmage. A little momentum. Will have the first down inside the 10. Be first down and goal, Abbeville.
And trying to see who that running back was, that fullback, 22. That's Green back in the game. Still looks like he's limping a little bit, but positive yards once again for the Wildcats. Andrews been getting that tailback spot. See if they're going to give him the opportunity here in the goal line.
Back to Andrews. Andrews, a full head of steam into the end zone. Touchdown.
High dose of Green and Andrews. Touchdown once again for the Wildcats.
Yeah, when you talk about hitting a hole, Andrews is hitting a hole here in the second half.
He is hitting it, and once again, running right off tackle and going forward. Quick 6 once again for the Abbeville Wildcats.
Yeah, first contact's your safety. That's never a good thing. Touchdown score. They'll take the hydration timeout before the PAT. It's 20-18. Abbeville sneaking their way back in the game. As always, getting close to deciding the Core Physical Therapy and Rehabilitation player of the game. As always, the guys in the truck makes that
have that
decision.
choice.
We just announced it, but Ocon having a whale of a game at quarterback. These guys on the offensive front line
Hey,
as a unit doing a great job for the Eagles. And Blackburn just 36 yards in the first half, but he tripled that on one run.
one big run, and I tell you what, the Eagles really, really needed that. But Abbeville now just came back and scored again. 6 plays, 60 yards. See if they can go for 2 here. Yes, sir. Now they're going to take the actual.
They'll take the hydration timeout. They'll look at a formation. They'll call another timeout as Abbeville goes for 2. One thing I'm thinking here, Clarence, this is not the last points that will be scored tonight, as both teams have shown the ability to put points on the board.
Once again, both of them staying true to the game of what they called to do. Told initially Abbeville was going to run the ball, Central was going to pass the ball, and also run with number 4 Blackburn, and it's been true to the game. What's been the difference is the special teams right now, Boo.
Yeah, 3 phases of the game, Eagles winning offensively and defensively.
Yeah, and you know, initially we had both teams had 5-yard penalties. 5 penalties called on them in the first half. Right now, see if they can control that. Quite sure the coaches made those adjustments. Just got to settle into their game and be true to who they are.
Here comes the Wildcats back on the field. They'll go for 2, try to tie this one up. Judge under center. Ball on the ground. Big pile up. This 2-point conversion will be no good. And a good break for the Eagles there as they'll turn the Wildcats away on that 2-point conversion. 5:58 to go here in the third. It's 2018 Eagles.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, GJCurbside.com, Lapco Manufacturing, Taco Bell, Conrad Shipyard, Coastline Wealth Group, Shabios, Allen's Communications,
Telling it to you, I don't think you could hear me.
And welcome back to the Eagles Nest, 2018. I know it's only week 2, but very good football game here tonight.
We kind of anticipated this, and both teams are meeting right where they need to be at.
Last time out, an onside kick was successful. This time, you're not fooling Ethan Wiggins as he jumps on it at the 42-yard line. Aaron Artigo stands down on the Eagles sideline. Aaron, what you got for us?
All right, guys, I noticed, but at the end of the first half, on the very last play before the half ended, Ocon got rolled up on his left knee. They had him down on the field on the sideline. They were working it out and checking the structurally sound. Everything's fine. They went into the locker room at halftime. He came out. He did start and play the first possession. And I did talk to him after that. And he said, no, he's fine. He says they think it's just a bone bruise. Everything is structurally sound. He's good to go.
Well, he's definitely a key part of this Eagle offense. And here's the other part. Blackburn running free. Runs over a tackler, brought down inside the 40.
Here it is, Blackburn able to take the handoff, and when he don't see it at the initial line of scrimmage, he's bouncing here to the near side. It just got speed and momentum, and that defensive back from Abbeville will take the full brunt of it and goes a little bit backwards.
Injured Wildcat on the sideline, and you can see what a tired defense does when you got a running back like Blackburn. All of a sudden, in the first half, he was kind of getting run down, but here in the second half, where's the defense?
And, you know, it anticipated so much, and we seen at the end of the second quarter, the Abbeville defense was just really getting tired. But when Mr. Blackburn get this momentum here in the second half, he making run for some nice yardage. And, you know, once again, you spoke about that, Boo. Once Mr. Blackburn gets that confidence, he can pretty much go for a good. 100 plus.
And he's done that already tonight. 12 carries, 142 yards, and a touchdown.
And counting. And counting.
There you look at the Eagles defense on the sideline.
Making those much needed adjustments last series. You know, Abbeville just went basically outside and made some things happen with Green and also Andrews, number 4, and did an outstanding job.
Yeah, you know, I see the principle of bringing that TV screen out and showing your best players what's going on, but when you play here at Central and you're the best players, you play on both sides.
You go both ways.
You
don't
know,
get
you
an
don't come
opportunity
off
to go
the
sit
field.
down.
Yeah. You just switch in.
Tell me what's going on when you get on the field, man. Make my adjustments.
Zaylen Williams, the injured fullback for Abbeville. Good hard count. Appears to have Abbeville jump once again.
And that just shows almost somewhat of frustration when you start doing things like that. We've seen that in the first half. Boo just talked about those penalties.
That makes it first down and 5. And Clarence, you know, you still want to work the clock, but it's way too early to start thinking about working the clock.
Yeah, you definitely got a lot of time left. So
need some more points here. Just a one-possession game. They'll flare Blackburn out. They'll give him the football. Has some blocking in front of him. He's hit hard on the sideline.
He was
that
out of
draws a
bounds.
flag.
And we talked about that as well. The central receivers not getting that opportunity to get some good stalk blocking. Blackburn's able to get it to the outside, so that's probably going to be 15 yards on the Wildcats.
Give credit to Blackburn taking a late hit like that and just standing up and heading back to the huddle.
Just taking that swing pass, getting to the outside. And once again, right at the line of scrimmage, right at the line, and there goes the late hit penalty right there against number 5. Let's get Fletcher.
Got credited for 2 on the run and an extra 15 on the penalty.
And another first down for the Eagles.
So you talked about it, penalty yards here in the second half, and it's definitely not going. Wildcats win.
And, you know, you don't want to have that, especially when you have a positive aspect. When you're down by 2, now you're getting a situation where the Eagles could score again.
Back to Blackburn, ran down from behind, leans forward down to the 15-yard line.
Blackburn follows the offensive line straight ahead to the 15.
They anticipated number 4, so they're getting a heavy dose of Blackburn right now.
Well, keeps the clock rolling, in good field position.
And that's going to be critical for Central Catholic to take their time as well, because you know Abbeville usually take time out because Coach Moore is not going to try to throw that ball anymore, hopefully, in the second half here.
Second down and 8. Picked up late, has a receiver on the outside. That's Nene, makes the catch, crosses the 10 down to the 8-yard line. What started off as a possible disaster turns into a good positive
Good
game.
positive yards, and O'Cons was able to just actually get the ball back up, and Nene stayed on his route. Swing it out here to Nene on just coming dragging across from that tight end spot, getting positive yards. Which did what's happened, Boo, is those defenders for Abbeville kind of just stuck back, and Nene able to get some good positive yards, bring up a 3rd down and 1.
They'll go back to a Wildcat formation. They'll go direct snap to Blackburn, and he'll try to pick up those yards needed for a first down. Good hard count, flags fly. We'll wait for this call. They're going to call a motion against Central Catholic. That'll back them up 5. The time the count kind of affected Eagles' offensive line.
And what's happening is that defensive line for Abbeville is just trying to shoot the gap. And that's what's going on. Abbeville just trying to shoot the gap and just losing a lot of little discipline right here.
Now they marked it against Abbeville. I saw the illegal motion, the old rolling the fist, hand over, end over end, and yet they marked the penalty against Abbeville. So I'm not sure what happened there, as the head official is now talking to Coach Moy on the opposing sideline.
Give him a clarification. So see exactly what they're going to do here. They're going to call it into play. They call it into play, so it's
not only do the Eagles get the benefit of the call, they get a first down, and it's first down and goal.
Yeah, boy.
But I'm looking at the Abbeville sideline. Normally, when that happens, you have a coach at the hash mark.
Without
They'll go direct snap again to Blackburn. He's trying to find some
fumble.
room, puts it on the ground.
Looked like the Eagles may be able to come back up with the possession.
He didn't even fall on it. Wiggins got it.
That's what you have to be concerned when you get down here, where somebody's not really touching the ball to that degree, like your quarterback, Boo, and you have those situations like that.
You look at two different style runners. Andrews from the other side, which hits the hole extremely fast, where Blackburn gets it, he kind of waits for the hole.
He's anticipating
now
for the hole to come
once he gets
open.
through it, he's gone.
Yeah.
But he's not hitting it quick. This time he'll play a little power football. Gets a push from some linemen in the end zone for the touchdown.
Grind it out a little bit. Blackburn able to capitalize. It was no doubt once they get inside the 10-yard line, they call it Blackburn in and able to capitalize here. Here it is, direct snap to Blackburn, coming off tackle, blocked by Case, and they were able to capitalize on that 6-point touchdown here for the Eagles.
Got Leonard snapping it, Ingram, Cavalier, Viscardi, and Gorstill, along with Brown. Big guys up front for the Eagles doing a great job here tonight. The Eagles will go for two. Hand it off to Blackburn. Blackburn puts his head down. He's in for the 2-point conversion. 3:09 to go here in the third quarter. Eagles taking control, and they're up 28-18.
Nothing fancy there. Mr. Blackburn's back. And once again, Ocon has been kind of gingerly with his knee, so Central Catholic able to capitalize. Touchdown.
As always, it's good to be here for high school football here on KWBJ. Been doing it since the 80s. Long time.
That's a long time, bro. Tell you what's been so good about both of these teams, both of them came out and haven't scored opportunity. Abbeville came back. Once again, 2 big turnovers. Who is going to capitalize over these turnovers right now? The Central Catholic Eagles are now.
Eagles could hang on for a win right here. It'll be a big win.
I tell you what, big win. Coach Grogan talked about this. He really wanted this game. Last year was a battle, and we are still in the battle right now. Still with 3:09 here in the third quarter.
Eagles trying an onside kick themselves, and a great job. Big number 55, hands of glue, Dalen Turner.
Once again, it's going to make a short field. Short field for the Abbeville Wildcats now. See if that Central Catholic defense can come out and make some short tackles, get three plays and out, see if they get that ball back in the Eagles' hands.
You know, 2 things right there. Onside kick, maybe you get it. But we saw what happens when you kick it deep.
you had number 2.
To the house, right?
Yes, sir.
So the Eagle defense, they're used to seeing the Wildcats start at midfield.
Andrews off tackle right here again, Boo. Still going forward. Positive yards. Look like about 5 or 6 yards on that play. Andrews is here in the third quarter. Has been that little burst of energy for the Abbeville Wildcats. Bring up a 2nd down and 5 for the Wildcats.
Second down and 5.
Ooh.
You want to talk Noah's coming. There's
Yes,
Cavalier once again.
Cavalier just getting right, perfect time and hitting that gap. Big loss right here. Here you see Cavalier able to show that speed and get Andrews for a loss.
Andrews was getting a little spalled, getting to the point of attack without contact. That time, Cavalier had enough. He shoots the gap.
Good
and
call.
brings him down.
Good call by that defensive coordinator for the Central Catholic Eagles. Make that adjustment.
Third down, they'll send Nolan in motion, fake it to him. Flag on a play, back to pass. Judge throws it across the middle, looking for Shelvin. Hit him in the hands, just couldn't hang on to it.
Flag
There is a flag on the play. Illegal shift. It's the Wildcats, third down and 8. We'll see if the Eagles accept it or force a fourth down.
One thing, both of them was in a position. Central Catholic couldn't get lined up, and also Abbeville with that illegal shift. And once again, Achilles' heel is throwing the ball for the Abbeville Wildcats. Not doing too well for them. That's not their thing.
Coach Grogan elects to decline the penalty, force a fourth down call here. Abbeville will go for it on fourth down and 8.
Hey, tell you what, the difference is, you know what Abbeville do well, run the ball. So the passing, Leeprey has been the man in the secondary to make some things happen. So is Abbeville coming to the line of scrimmage here? It says 4th and 8 yards to go.
Play action pass. Judge throws across the middle. The catch is made. He's immediately brought down by Cavalier. And when you talk about a tough catch in traffic, that was one, and that'll be a first down.
First down, and one thing it is, surprisingly, he got right to the sticks booth to be able to capitalize on that first down, rolling it to the near side. The receiver able to get right, maybe 2 yards past the first down marker. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
That's normally where you see alligator arms. You know, you got a defender bearing down on you. You're trying to take a peek, but give credit to the receiver. For Abbeville, is they'll keep the drive alive. They'll throw again. Throwing to the outside, has a receiver, 2 defensive backs, put in the middle, and a big hard hit by Leeprey. Jars it away.
Good coverage by the Eagles.
St. Julian had it in his hands for a moment, just couldn't hang on.
Throwing in the double coverage right there. One free safety over the top and the corner covered. Good job by the Eagle defensive secondary. Good play right there at the end. Leeprey able to knock it out of his hand.
Yeah, I know you keep repeating yourself, but passing game is not the forte of the Wildcats. They've had some success on the ground, just not sticking with it.
Just stick with it. Stick with Boucher here.
Now second down and 10. Judge back to Andrews. Nene has him wrapped up, gets some help from his friends. They'll bring him down with a good gain of 5. You know, when it's 3rd and short, 4th and short, you got some options.
And that's the position that they like to be in. Andrews and Green has been carrying that Wildcats here in the second half, and see if they're going to try to stick with it or try to throw the ball. Judge has been trying to just get those one-on-one receivers on the outside and see what they're going to call here.
Got to try to get Nolan some touches. He was fantastic in the first half. And look, got movement from the Eagles. That'll be an offsides, and that'll make this even easier play call.
Easier play call, and once again, hey, just wait for the call. And typically right now, it's not effectively working for the Eagles. Got to get that defense off the field. Because like you said, Boo, you know, you got a limited number of players here on the Central Catholic team. Abbeville got a lot of 3 to 4 guys coming back out on each play possession.
Third down and short. This is where you see a little dose of Green. It's kind of banged up.
Ooh. Big play by number 52, Cavalier.
Cavalier shooting the gap. He's not getting blocked.
And see if
There's
they're
a flag on the play. I don't know how you call that harsh call. I know it was a high tackle, but he sure didn't tackle him from behind.
We'll be able to see exactly here if they're going to call it against him. Perfect timed out call by Cavalier, hitting that right at the snap.
Yeah, you look at the replay right here. It was more of a high tackle. I don't know if it's a horse collar tackle. It was ugly.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know if it was illegal.
But one thing it is, he's been very much timed when they call in those blitzes like that.
Yeah, they're going to call it, but I'm not sure that's a proper call. You're running towards the run. It's hard to give you a horse collar.
Timed out by Cavalier.
No, he didn't grab his jersey. He had him at the front of the pad. Official is not privy to a replay.
And when they see something like that, when they see the body in motion like that, they're going to initially call that each time.
The spirit of the horse collar is so you don't grab somebody by the back of the jersey or the back of the pad and bring you down, and that definitely was not the back of the pad.
It's going to pick up a first down and 10 for the Wildcats.
First down and 10. The Wildcats.
It just looked aggressive, so the ref is going to call it.
That'll do it here in the third quarter, folks. 28-18. Wildcats are inside the core physical therapy red zone and looking to get back in it. We'll be back with more high school football after this.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, GJCurbside.com, Lapco Manufacturing, Taco Bell, Conrad Shipyard, Coastline Wealth Group, Shabios, Allen's Communications,
and welcome back to the Eagles Nest. 12 minutes of football left here. Week 2 of high school football. Not a person in the stand has exited as they're watching a great football game here.
I'll tell you what, I'm enjoying this particular game. You see the momentum switching both sides, each and every offense, defense, and special teams. Abbeville, 1st and 10 now.
Seeing a heavy dose of Andrews. This time they'll go to Green right up the middle. He's into the secondary. Chopped down at the 5-yard line. But had a lot of running room. A quick hitter.
Green able to take the handoff. And once he get past the line of scrimmage, he's popping it to the outside. 2nd and goal for the Wildcats.
She holds that big. You kind of wonder what type of holding they got going on, but you got to give it to the officials. They're letting them play because both sides have been holding all night.
Both sides of the ball.
2nd down and short. To Andrews they go. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. This time forced back. First to get there, Tate Fontenot.
Good job by that defensive line for the Eagles.
That'll force a 3rd down.
And good call right there. Good call by the defense. Good short tackle on Andrews. You know, typically when he's getting to the line of scrimmage, he's been bouncing it outside.
Fontenot got him first, and you knew Cavalier wasn't far behind. They'll say he got the 1 yard and a 1st down. So it'll be 1st down and goal inside the core physical therapy red zone as the Wildcats looking to inch closer. Down 10. They'll go to the passing game. Back to pass, cross the middle. Has a receiver, makes the catch, touchdown. Started to question the play call after that much running. But they're able to get it to the receiver and a touchdown.
And one thing it is, he's rolling to the far side, and he has 2 receivers out there looking for number 8 that was at one time was Selvin. but he's able to hit his other receiver in the back of the end zone. I think that was number 6, St. Julius. Ten plays, 50 yards for the Abbeville Wildcats.
They'll go for 2 down 4. They'll go 2 back set alongside Shelvin. Shelvin will keep it himself. The C's part in the end zone. He goes. The 2-point conversion is good. 10:50 on the clock. The Wildcats get within 2, and this game's going to go down to the wire.
It's going all the way down there, bro. Look like every opportunity, each one of them getting the opportunity to get the ball, they are scoring. Here it is. What's happening is these actual penalties on the defensive side each time, both of these issues keeping them drives alive.
Next week, we're looking for another great game from Geyser Stadium. Clifford watching the field. Berwick Panthers. Got Franklin coming to town. Should be a good game. We know we've seen Berwick already. We've seen what they've done this week. Franklin, each and every year, you look down there, they got less than 30 players. You wonder how they're going to do it, but they got D1 guys, they got speed, and they always seem to be competitive.
And what Franklin does is Franklin always play up in the non-district, and now once again, it's Berwick Panthers, and see what's going to be. Tell you what, I'm looking forward to that game as well.
Looks like this game's going to go down to the wire. 10:50 to go. Eagles will need to continue to move the sticks with their offense. Squib kick. Hollins picks it up at the 30-yard line. That's where the Eagles will set up shop.
One thing it is on that last series, Blackburn pretty much put the weight on his back. Ocon hadn't thrown the ball pretty much here in the third quarter since he had that injury. So see what's going to happen with the Eagles.
Eagles offense has a chance to put this game away if they could sustain a drive and get some points on the board. You hate to have to give the ball back, only up 2. As your defense has been playing all night long, playing a great game, but this is a part of the game where you start to get a little winded.
Without a doubt, and also you try to keep that ball away from Abbeville offense. Because if they get the ball back, they're definitely going to try to run the ball back and run the clock out as well.
First down and 10. Blackburn fighting through tacklers, trying to find room. Nothing there. He'll take a big loss. Wow. And this is a big defensive play for the Wildcats.
Very big defensive play right there. And what you're doing is just bringing that momentum back to the Wildcat defense that got skilled so much. Here it is. Blackburn able to get here in the pursuit of the Abbeville Wildcats, forcing him outside, then forcing him back to the defense that's pursuing on the backside. Job well done by the Wildcats.
Now you're down the distance is not favorable. You're going to have to risk it by putting it in the air. They have been successful. Now you're in an obvious passing down.
Abbeville defense is just setting up to drop back.
Blackburn in motion, fake it to him. They'll take a shot deep, well covered on the outside.
Miscommunication out here with Singleton and Ocon.
Yeah, he was well covered. Even if he seen the ball, there was nothing there. It'll go third down.
It'll be 3rd and 23 for the 16.
We'll stop the clock with 9:47. Now the Eagles need to, like, first choice, get the first down.
Yeah.
Second choice, let's move it down the field a little bit. Try to punt. Flip the field position.
Got Blackburn way out here to the near side, almost to the sideline.
4-man rush. Pressure coming. He'll have to throw it away and incomplete. Nothing there for Ocon. This time the Wildcat pressure got to him. 4th down, Eagles have to punt it away.
Wow, in the short field right here. Ooh. It's going to have to be guaranteed. Make sure that the Eagles get this punt off. That's the main thing. See if Abbeville may try to come after it.
And who's standing back there waiting for it? Chad Nolan, the senior. Already a kickoff return under his belt tonight. Now he's looking for a punt return.
He's been the hot man right there. You know,
Eagles only punted once tonight for just 27 yards, and my advice here is keep it away from
Keep it away from Nolan.
The Wildcats try to come put some pressure on the punter. Good snap.
Oh, there it is.
Another short punt. Takes a good Eagle roll across the 35 down to the 36, and the Wildcats will have a short field. Down 2. A game of momentum, you know. We've seen the Wildcats high, we've seen them flat, and now we see them jumping up and down. So the Eagles will have to match that intensity.
They definitely have to do that. These guys, you know, we've seen Cavalier making some big plays. See, I think that the defensive call by Coach Butler can make the difference for this team. 9:30 left here in the fourth quarter. See if the difference is that defense can do.
First down and 10. Judge to Nolan. Nolan leaps over a tackler, stays on his feet, and brought down near first down yardage.
There's nothing fancy about that. Nolan able to take the handoff, following that pulling guard, and able to break past the line of scrimmage once it's one-on-one with the cornerback out there. First down and 10.
You want to talk about horse collar tackle? That was more
one of them.
prototypical of what they look for as a horse collar tackle. First down and 10. Wildcats on the move. They trail 2. 9 minutes left on the clock. Blackburn wraps up Andrews for a short gain of 4. Aaron Auto goes down on the sideline there, and it looks like the Eagles have to lean on their defense.
Well, Boo, I don't know if maybe the difference in sizes between the offensive line of the Wildcats compared to the defensive line of the Eagles, but it looks like I'm starting to see a lot of hands on hips. It's late in this ball game. Had a lot of people playing both ways. Maybe the depth could be a major factor here in this fourth quarter.
Well, you see Abbeville playing with a much greater sense of urgency here in the fourth quarter. To the big guy right up the middle, running through tacklers, still on his feet, giving him a ride inside the 10 and inside the core physical therapy red zone, as Abbeville will have it first down and goal at the 9-yard line.
Ain't nothing fancy about it. Initially, Green just thought he was going to have some injuries with his knee, but he's taking a handoff right here, going right off the guard and the center, and carrying some Central Catholic defenders with him. Nini made the initial hit, Boo, but couldn't bring it down.
They'll have it at the 9-yard line, first down and goal. Judge parks out the signal, 7:50 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Boy, that doesn't look right. Looked like early movement, no whistle. Judge stood there trying to figure it out. Wiggins comes in, mops him up for a loss on the play.
The ref say, hey, look, snap it. They're going with it, no flags down. The center snapped it. That typically, if the center snap it, it's all go.
Miscue by the Wildcats, advantage Eagles. Second down and goal from the 10. We're obviously in, I would assume, 4-down territory. A flag on the play. It's going to be a sideline warning.
Typically seen the defensive coordinator from Abbeville on last series. He was pretty much on the field at the numbers, so they're giving another warning to him. Once again, this is where the clock starts playing a factor against the Eagles.
Yeah, Eagle defense, I'd stack up against the run game, and if they beat me on the pass, good for them.
Yes, sir.
They'll stack 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Step back, they'll throw it to the outside with blockers. Looks like a hold, don't call it. Into the end zone goes the Wildcats for the touchdown. A lot of jersey on the block on the outside. We'll get a look at that on the replay. Hadn't really called it much all night. Wildcats take advantage and in for the score.
And once again, here it is, Judge. Just going to look out here. Swing it out here to the outside and get you one-on-one out there. Good stalk blocking by the Abbeville defenders against the Eagles, and touchdown, quick 6 for the Abbeville Wildcats. Mr. Nolan has came back here in the fourth quarter. On the third quarter, we seen Andrews. Now you see Mr. Nolan come back.
Yeah, Wildcats taking advantage of short fields.
Yes,
They had
sir.
great field position all night long. Eagles were able to stop them a couple times, got a pick, but it's pretty tough to count on your defense every time when Wildcats are starting
And
on
you
your own
spoke
side
about
of the
that,
field.
Booz. You said that numbers eventually is going to catch up with the Eagles going both ways.
7:05 on the clock. And Abbeville on the lead.
Once thinking, we talked about this. Both teams had I guess, a perfect game plan. Just came down to execution, penalties, special teams, and now Abbeville doing what they do best.
Well, Eagles had the benefit of leading throughout the entire game. Trading scores, but always staying in front. Now they'll get a test. Now the nerves will be a little more wired. The pressure's going to be a little more intense, and the offense has to come out and get it right back.
And one thing it is, Boo, you're seeing Ocon, he's not able to plant on that leg like he should to get the ball downfield. So see what they do when they get the possession back, and one thing it is, they got to score quick.
And Abbeville's putting a little more pressure on him. Sending an extra guy. It's all about that one play where you get a big loss. Then you get behind the sticks, and then everything kind of blows up on you.
Typically, that's what happened on this particular series.
Abbeville will go for two. Shelvin in at quarterback. Last time took the direct snap, ran it in himself. This time he'll do the same thing. Took the direct snap, runs in, standing up, gets in enough for the two-point conversion.
Nothing fancy about it.
Just like that, gets you to a 6-point game with 7:05 on the clock.
Nothing fancy about it. Abbeville did what they had to do, but eventually came down here and threw a touchdown pass. So
we'll take a timeout. The Eagles will have it back on the other side of our break.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, GJCurbside.com, Lapco Manufacturing, Taco Bell, Conrad Shipyard, Coastline Wealth Group, Shabios, Allen's Communications,
Eagles first time trailing tonight. Abbeville will kick it away. Over the head of the Eagles and into the end zone. And here comes the Eagle offense. We talked about it during the break, Clarence. That one negative play, which really disrupts the offense. The Eagles had it last time. It cost them big. Every play needs to be positive.
every play has to be, especially at this juncture of the game, and also with the time that's left on the clock. It's going to be critical to see if what the Eagles can actually make something happen here.
Aaron's on the Eagles sideline. Aaron, what's the Eagles' attitude on the sideline? Confidence?
Absolutely. They feel very confident. They feel like they've gone toe-to-toe with a much larger school with a lot more football players on it, a lot bigger football players on it, and they've gone toe-to-toe. We've had an outstanding football game out here tonight, so we've got our money's worth. It's been enjoyable. What the Eagles need to do now is a time-consuming drive and put 6 on the board.
Yeah, the Eagles gutted them on big play after big play. They'll stay with Blackburn. Talking about positive plays, that's one there across the 25-yard line down to the 28. Abbeville says they knocked it away. They're going to say his momentum stopped, and Eagles will retain possession.
And the referee definitely called it dead. And Blackburn's just actually trying to get some extra yardage right there. Got to make sure he hold on to the football, Boo.
You see different style runners. Some run low to the ground. Blackburn's more of a straight up and down guy.
Yeah, straight up and down. He's not changing his movement. And trying to get his momentum continue to go forward.
Second down and short for the Eagles. 6:20 on the clock. Back to Blackburn again. Fakes it out, stays inside. And that'll be a first down to the 35-yard line. And a hydration timeout should be coming shortly.
Took one good run right there by Blackburn. Following this block and being patient right there and get the first down for the Eagles. Here it is. Take that handoff from Ocon. And you can see he's looking for his particular block and then able to dart one defender right there and fall forward for the first down.
6 minutes on the clock. The head official calls for a hydration timeout. Both teams eager for that to come up, but got a half a quarter left. Eagles got the ball first down and 10, so the game's on the line. All they have to do is execute.
You know, and one thing it is this week too, and you're seeing everything just getting itself together. Both of these teams have some good offenses and also defensive moves. So, you know, this way the critical coaching come into play and the actual discipline, not having no big penalties.
Some of their big plays have come off play action. Blackburn has now got it consecutively several times. You kind of wonder when they're going to stick it in their gut, pull it back out, hit one of these speedy receivers.
I think that would be an excellent call right there. But, you know, Blackburn is your senior, and Coach Grogan feel comfortable in putting the ball in his hands and see if he can make something happen as the senior. Tell you what, Babu, it's like I said, it's been a very exciting game here.
And you see the Eagle entertainers on the sideline. Get this crowd fired up. First down and 10 Eagles. Back to Blackburn again. Blackburn carrying tacklers down to the 38-yard line. And we talked about it doesn't have to be a big play, just needs to be a positive play.
Positive play, keeping the clock running, keeping that ball away from Abbeville offense.
4-yard gain, and they're just handing it to Blackburn. Everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it, but still can't stop it.
You know, see if he can get that quick play to Singleton.
Wiggins in motion near side. He'll get set. He'll throw it outside to Hollins, looking for a block. There's Singleton again, just standing there, not understanding why he doesn't want to block.
Once again, you can tell it was the perfect call to do it. Got to get some start blocking down the field. Abbeville able to pursue to the inside, get Hollins for the tackle.
It's the third time that they ran that same play. Get just anything from Singleton, they're going to pick up a few extra yards.
Got the first down, which is good. Got the first down, but a little better start blocking. Hollins could probably break that out for a little bit, 15 to 20-yard more.
First down and 10 Eagles. 4:58 counting on the clock. They'll throw it to the outside, caught by Case.
Good call.
Case will have another first down. Eagles methodically moving down the field.
Good call, perfect call. Momentum straight this way, pursuing hit to the near side. O'Con able to take the play to Blackburn, swing it out to Case, coming from that tight end spot. And able to get some good power yard, one-on-one tackling out there. Pick up a big first down once again for the Eagles.
A lot of eyeballs on Blackburn. They were watching him. Case was running free in the flat. Back to Blackburn. Blackburn hit the line of scrimmage, carries them for 4. And with 4 minutes to go, the Eagles offense knows, hey, this is it right here.
And now you can see that air being sucked out of the Abbeville defense. You know, most of those guys been on that offensive side. See, now Eagles are being methodical and doing some great calling right here.
Blackburn behind Leonard and Brown to the 40-yard line.
Second down and 6 for the Eagles right here. O'Connor over 200 plus yards passing.
You know, I watched the Eagles in the first half. They were out 40 yards away. And it took them a long time. They ate up 4 minutes. And right now we're at the 3:28 mark and at the 40-yard line. Back to Blackburn. This time they were able to stand him up, bring him down for a short gain. And here we go, third down for the Eagles.
Here we go. This is a big call. Big call right here. See if the Eagles could continue to move on this possession.
You'd like to get the first down here. You sure don't want to come down to the fourth down call.
Need a quick call here to Hollins.
2 timeouts left for the Eagles.
Check with me at the line of scrimmage here for O'Con. Change of play.
A lot of cushion on the outside if they want to go straight to Singleton. Defensive back giving him 10 yards. Back to pass, slant, thrown high and incomplete. Singleton was there, but that one got away from Ocon. And just like that with 2:34, this is a ball game here, fourth
That's
down.
it. That's everything you got right here. Once again, nice slant route here by Singleton, but just not able to come up with the reception. Good call.
Need 5 yards to keep this drive alive. 2:34 on the clock. Ocon stands alongside Blackburn. Play clock inside 5 seconds. Let's see if the Eagles burn the timeout. Nope, they take a snap. They'll throw it to the outside, looking for Kemp. Kemp makes the catch. It all depends on the spot.
Yeah, it's gonna be
and they give him the first down.
Big first down right there. He caught it right at the marker. It is. We'll see back here. Ocon able to hit his receiver.
He looked short from here. The official signaled move the sticks. Then they put the ball down. Now they're going to go ahead and measure.
That's the official way that I think they need to do it. We'll see exactly where they spotted at. And with the measurement, it's going to be close.
Yep, Abbeville.
Big right there. It was the spot.
Sometimes it's a game of inches.
That's exactly where it's at.
Had the right play call. Kemp makes the catch. Just an immediate hit and brought down just shy of the sticks.
Wow. Tell you what, Kemp able to sneak into the game. Ocon able to make the throw and a good catch. Need to fall forward on that situation sometime like that, Boo, but didn't fall that forward for the Eagles right there. Here it is, see what the Wildcats going to do here. Got to get a couple first downs to stay with possessions to keep that ball away from the Eagles.
2:27 and 2 timeouts. Let's see if the Eagles can make a miracle happen here. Handoff right up the gut to the fullback. Stumbles for 3.
I think
a quick timeout by the Eagles.
I think that was what green is. They're going to keep that.
They'll mark it, and it'll be 5 yards.
Right, so Coach Moy going to try to keep that ball in the hand of number 22.
You know, we talked about Nolan and running that kickoff back in the first half. He really kept this Wildcat offense alive with the running game. We know his Uncle Kyle's in Florida, proud of his nephew here.
Bringing
Morgan
it right to
City, yeah, absolutely.
Bringing it right to his living room, huh, Boo?
Didn't get a lot of carries in the second half, but he's been an integral part in keeping the Wildcats alive.
It made a big difference, offense, defense, and special team as well. Glad they're tuning in. Here it's going to be crucial for right here. It's going to be 2nd down and 5 for the Abbeville Wildcats. See if the Eagles can kind of either make a quick tackle or try to strip the ball.
Got an open receiver on the far side of the field. Eagle will need to cover him up. No way Abbeville's going to throw the ball here. So
no way. Get to Mr. Green.
Yeah, got him for a short run. That'll help the Eagles. A quick timeout. Bring up 3rd down. So one more play. The Eagles have no timeouts. Abbeville will be able to run some clock off if they don't make the first down. And then make a decision. Do I go for it on my side of the field or do I punt it away?
It's going to be very critical in regards here. I'll tell you what, this thing is going to go to the last few seconds of the game. So,
yeah, first down right here, and then that's a mute point.
Hey. Using every bit of their timeouts here.
Aaron Arter goes down on the sideline there, and the Eagles got one more play to keep themselves in the game, but they went toe-to-toe with a very good football team from Abbeville.
Well, there's no question about that, Boo. Coach Grogan's got to be really happy with the performance of his football team. He's a 1A school going toe-to-toe with a 3A school or 4A, whichever they are. And and showed up well. Led most of the football game, lost it here at the very end, but played exceptionally. This has been an outstanding and very, very entertaining football game.
Shelvin takes the snap, stays on his feet. He'll be shy of first down yardage, so don't start the bus yet.
No, Shelvin looked like he almost had dropped the snap. Looked like he was able to gather it back up. Got an Eagle defender down.
Yeah, that doesn't really help you on the clock. It stops the clock temporarily.
Fourth down and 1. Once again, Abbeville, got to really. Coach Moy has to make a decision here, see exactly what he's going to do.
Next week, we'll be sitting up amongst the Berwick faithful. Got Franklin coming to town. Berwick's on top of Kaplan, 36-8 tonight, so they'll be 2-0 heading into Franklin. Franklin, always competitive. You never know what's going to show up.
Always competitive. You know the Berwick faithful is going to be out there. And once that momentum kick up, you say they got Berwick has 5 home games. I tell you what, that's awesome.
Franklin's on the short end of a game tonight against Martin Luther Charter, 20-8. So they'll be 0-2 coming into a 2-0 Berwick team. That's about as hot as any team in the parish.
Any team in the parish, and a good physical team that we saw as well last week in Berwick, and a lot of speed.
So if I see Abbeville come out and line up offensively, the first thing I would think of is here comes a hard count. See if we can get the Eagles to
Don't jump. Don't jump. And I'm quite sure Coach Grogan has told his guys, look, just settle in. Don't lean back on your heels, but just make sure that you just stay focused, man.
Don't know if I want to punt it back to the Eagles, but if you go for it, it's a risky call.
You're rolling the dice right here.
You got to punt, man. You got to punt.
Aaron Arter goes down on the sideline. He's watched a lot of football. Aaron, what would you do in this situation?
I'm punting, man. Send the punt team out. I am punting the ball. Play defense. Punt the ball. Play defense.
All right, I see no punter coming on the field, so I think they're going to try to draw him off sides. First.
Offside, or if not.
Eagles will crowd the line of scrimmage. They need to hold their water here because here comes a hard count.
Shelvin just going to let the clock just run down also, Boo, as well. About 3 to 5 seconds, and then snap it or try to set him off. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, they'll try to hard count it, call a timeout. He wasted 5 seconds. He could have let the clock run down another 5 seconds.
Yeah, without a doubt.
So now it's decision time.
This is the one.
It looks like they're rounding up a special teams, but to punt this back to the Eagles with 1:30 left.
That's dangerous. That's a lot of time. That is a lot of time for the Eagle. If the Eagle offense get that ball back, I'm quite sure Coach Grogan got something in his hat that he can make something happen. Or Coach Harden is, in fact, the offensive coordinator.
Well, 32 steps on the field. That's Williams. He is the punter for Abbeville. They sent the deep snapper in. Tate Fontenot steps back. At his own 15-yard line.
It's critical.
Eagles need to get enough guys on the field. They only got 10 guys on the field. Here comes the pressure. He'll punt it away. Fontenot catches it on a candy hop. Has daylight to the 30, 35. Gets past the 40. The Eagles have pretty good field position with 1:19 to go as the Eagle return team only had 10 guys on the field.
10 guys on the field, and they had got a good rush here as well. Abbeville Valley able to get off the punt. And Fontenot able to take it and get some great positive yard. Good field position for the Eagles, 1st and 10.
So the Eagles have to play with a sense of urgency, but there's new life. Running out on the field. They've hit big plays here tonight. They're looking to
Let's see if Ocon and Blackburn, these two guys, these two leaders, make something happen for the Eagles.
back to pass. Ocon, they'll go 3-man rush.
Here
Drop it off the Bosch. Bosch across the 50, 45, 40. Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. That'll stop the clock, and the Eagles are on the move.
Still got a lot of time here. The Eagles need to take their time. Just swing pass here to Blackburn, able to get out to the outside. No defenders around him. Big first down for the Eagles. 22-yard pickup for the Eagles. Great call.
Cameron was about to get on the bus. Now he's back off the bus, back on the sideline. Eagles on the move. 3-man rush. Ocon back to pass again, setting up the same screen. This time sniffed out and brought down, and that was a play that they'll have to hurry back to the line of scrimmage.
Nothing doing. Still, the clock is still running. Eagles got to get set rather quick.
And that played right into the hands of a tired defensive line because they wasn't going rushing anyway. Second down. Here comes pressure on the outside. Has a receiver caught and out of bounds, a Singleton, a sure-handed receiver for the Eagles. He gets most of it back down to the 30.
Good possession receiver. Still got the time.
45 seconds on the clock.
Got time. Abbeville is not getting a big rush on these offensive line for Central Catholic, so the receiver should have some time to get downfield.
Abbeville got 4 guys deep, trying to keep everything in front of them. A first down stops the clock. Third down, hitch pass to Hollins.
Got to get outside.
He needs to get down and let's
Gotta get
reset
down.
the play. 37 seconds, and this game's going to come down to
Eagles don't have any more timeouts. Like that's an Eagle receiver, number 12, Leapry. Jack Leapry is down at the 45-yard line. 27 seconds as of now.
a big second half, and a core physical therapy player of the game is getting ready to be announced. It's going to be Mr. Blackburn. 36 yards in the first half. In the second half, he explodes. 125 yards in the second half, a touchdown, and a frequent ball carrier kept the Eagles alive in the second half. And with 27 seconds left on the clock, the Eagles face a 4th and 10.
Blackburn did exactly what they expected him to do. Got rolling in that second half and was able to capitalize for the Eagles. Wait for Leapry to get off and the ref's able to put it into play.
Abbeville calls a timeout. They know the importance of this play. And that was Abbeville's last one. They don't want to go home with a timeout still remaining.
Don't leave it on the clock, buddy. Make it happen.
So if the Eagles get a first down, the time has become a problem, but a first down will stop the clock. They'll have to hurry back to the line of scrimmage and then take their best shot. Anything short after that is going to run the clock out.
And one thing it is, your receivers got to know exactly where the sticks are, get to the sideline, and be able to stop the clock, like you said, to get set up. So we'll be interested to see exactly what will be called by Central Catholic.
Those of you tuned in tonight on our KWBJ YouTube channel, we appreciate you watching. It's been a great game. You know, not knowing what we to expect coming in.
Yeah.
We knew we had a big school and a good school in Abbeville coming here to Central Catholic. Central Catholic playing well, and they played well tonight.
And played up real well. 3A school gets a 1A school. The numbers comparable to what Abbeville have on the sideline and Eagles. Tell you what, hats off to the Eagles tonight. Really gallant effort thus far.
Abbeville gets on the bus knowing they've been in a football game
here
tonight.
No doubt.
Fourth down and 10. And we can clearly say the game is on the line here on this play. Ocon stands alone at his own 40-yard line, takes the snap, they'll rush 4. Here comes the pressure. He'll take a shot deep, up for grabs in the end zone, tipped up, caught. Blackburn makes the catch, steps in the end zone for the touchdown.
What a play.
can, throws it up for grabs. It takes an Eagle bounce. The player of the game brings it in and takes it in for the score.
Two leaders that made it happen. Ocon's fight for his life. The Abbeville defenders were right there. Two defenders hit the ball up, and Mr. Blackburn in the right place at the right time. Touchdown, Eagles. Oh, my. What a play. Hail Mary.
They're calling for a 2-point conversion here.
16 seconds on the clock. We're tied up at 34. So Eagles either need to kick the extra point for the win, or if they feel more confident in a 2-point conversion.
The coaches were calling for 2 points. Guys, I don't know if y'all got this or not, but the coaches on the sideline, as soon as the score was made, were calling for the 2-point conversion.
They got the tee out, and I got the kicker in Revere lining up. I think they're going to kick it.
It's a big extra point right here.
Revere in. The sure-footed kicker for the Eagles. For the win. High snap put on the tee. The kick is up. And the kick is good. Still time on the clock with 16.5 seconds, but a miraculous finish for the Central Catholic Eagles. Everybody here standing on their feet.
What a game.
And just watch a game for the ages.
You got your money's worth right here. Ocon, who is out right now, for driving to the far side over there. Big rush by Abbeville. And once again, this coverage is there. Abbeville defenders should know better. Knock it down, but they knocked it up to Mr. Blackburn. Touchdown, Eagles.
A little lesson on the game isn't over until it's over.
It's not over. Tell you what, we said that the Eagles get that opportunity, get some time out there. That offense is methodical. See what they're going to do is, Coach, they've been trying to squib kick the ball. See if they can try to kick it deep and try to make Abbeville work a little bit longer.
You look at the character of the ball club. You know, a lot of teams would have just been flat, kind of gave up and said we played a good game against a 3A opponent.
Yeah, and I tell you what, these guys actually been defending themselves. Defense bent but didn't break, you know. Abbeville had some opportunities to take advantage of as well.
Abbeville chose to punt it on a 4th and 1. Half of us said we should punt it, half of them said he should have went for it.
Right. Wow. Big game right here.
Nene will kick it away for the Eagles. Expect a squib kick, try to keep it away from Nolan for sure. And with no timeouts for the Wildcats, make them get a miracle of their own.
Right, they're going to need every bit of it right now.
Low kick, fielded at the 32-yard line.
I don't think Abbeville don't have any more timeouts.
Another injured player for the Eagles.
Here it is, you know, Boo, we've been seeing about Abbeville, been trying to throw the ball and been out of character for them. Had a couple of passing plays and scored the last possession they had, but now they got to throw the ball.
You look at many times on these last desperate pass attempts, the defensive coaches always say, bat it down.
Bat it down.
Don't try to pick it off. Bat it down. So you had two defenders in there trying to get the pick to seal the victory. Bouncing each other, the ball bounced in the air, and
give me for effort, but you know, like you said, just didn't follow the protocol in knocking it down, and Blackburn in the right place at the right time.
Blackburn said, hey, if anybody question my MVP status for the night,
it's guaranteed.
Let me put this in there.
You put an exclamation point on it. Here we go.
First down and 10.
Reel and go.
Throw to the sideline. Incomplete. Lucky break for the Wildcats because the game would have ended with a completion.
Looked like they was trying to eventually set up that hook and rail.
12.2 on the clock. This might be a rendition of a magical season for the Eagles.
Hey, I
You
tell you
start
what,
getting wins
yeah,
like this,
that
things are
says
going
a
your way.
lot. That says a lot right here. And this is a real good Abbeville football team. Look for hook and rail here if they can try to do that. That's
Eagles
what
will
they're
put
trying to do.
pressure on him. They'll throw it across the middle, incomplete. He was looking for Walker. And now with 8 seconds left, Eagles got 6 or now 7 defenders in a prevent defense. Holding against Abbeville. That'll make it even more difficult as they back them up 10 yards.
You can't say anything until that clock hits 0 now because you don't know exactly what they're going to call.
Jason Delco working our camera here at midfield. That's the shot he's on right now. Doing a great job for KWBJ.
Abbeville trying to get set here.
Split backs. They'll throw it down the sideline and intercepted by the Eagles. Just get on the ground and in the game.
Big play right there.
And that's it.
That's it.
The clock is run to 0, and the Eagles have come away with the upset in a miraculous finish as they take the victory 35-34. As you see the final interception by Hollins and a big win for the Central Catholic Eagles.
Good big play right there. Way that defense to really bend but didn't break and come up with the big victory. Job well done by the Eagles.
As the teams come to midfield to shake hands, we'll take a timeout and come back with the ATVCI.net postgame show after this.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Discover the difference at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, the dealership that works for you. Stop by for a test drive. Highway 182 in Berwick. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve. Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. From our curb to yours, GJ Curbside. Lapco Manufacturing, modern industrial workwear. Taco Bell, now with delivery through DoorDash. Visit your local Morgan City or Bayou Vista restaurants. Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. Conrad Shipyard, serving St. Mary Parish and the marine industry for 75 years. Offering competitive wages, benefits, and a safe work environment, Conrad is now hiring. Join the best, Conrad Shipyard. Coastline Wealth Group, more than financial planning, a partner who takes pride in helping you succeed. Coastline Wealth Group, life well planned. Shabios, proud supporter of local high schools in St. Mary Parish and the surrounding areas. We keep you rolling. Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335.
And welcome back to the ATVCI.net post-game show. Brooks Avery alongside Clarence Robinson. Clarence has been many games I've watched and hadn't seen a finish like that.
Oh man, it was exciting from the kickoff, Boo. And I tell you what, each quarter was better and better and better, and we went right down to 0.
Let's take a look at the final game stats.
Okay, here we are. First downs, Abbeville 14, Central Catholic 14. So you can see how close that was. Rushing yards, Abbeville 190. Rushing for Central Catholic 165, passing yards 35. Central Catholic 270 yards passing, total yards 226. Abbeville, Central Catholic 435 yards.
Ocon 23 of 30, 271 yards and 1 TD. Banged up in the second half, but had enough juice to get it done. Aaron ought to go down on the sideline. Aaron, what a ball game.
Wow, what a game, guys. This was a good football game from the opening kickoff straight through to the final gun. You never could let up. Both of these two football teams played their hearts out. It was fun to watch. It was exciting. And of course, home team walks away with a victory. Last score at the end of the game, and just great high school football game. I had a blast.
Our core physical therapy and sports performance player of the game. There he is. Blackburn, 22 carries, 161 yards, 4 TDs, and no TD more special than this last one.
That was the most important one right there. Second half of Blackburn made a difference in this football game, Boo.
Next week,
Berwick-Franklin.
should be another
Should be
barn
another exciting game. Looking forward to it.
So a game that makes you want to watch it twice. Central Catholic over Abbeville, 35-34 in a shootout, ended up in a miraculous catch in the end zone.
And I tell you what, good power ratings right here for Central Catholic beating this Abbeville big 3A school. And I tell you what, Abbeville will not be going away too soon. Looking forward for the Eagles.
That'll do it here from the Eagles Nest. I'm Boogers Ave alongside Clarence Robinson, Aaron Artigo, Bill McCarty, our guys on the cameras, our girls in the truck. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for joining us for Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Discover the difference at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, the dealership that works for you. Stop by for a test drive. Highway 182 in Berwick. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve. Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. From our curb to yours, GJ Curbside. Lapco Manufacturing, modern industrial workwear. Taco Bell, now with delivery through DoorDash. Visit your local Morgan City or Bayou Vista restaurants. Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. Conrad Shipyard, serving St. Mary Parish and the marine industry for 75 years. Offering competitive wages, benefits, and a safe work environment, Conrad is now hiring. Join the best, Conrad Shipyard. Coastline Wealth Group, more than financial planning, a partner who takes pride in helping you succeed. Coastline Wealth Group, life well planned. Shabios, proud supporter of local high schools in St. Mary Parish and the surrounding areas. We keep you rolling. Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335.